how you take action or the lack thereof is directly related to this placement in your natal chart. And so stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to go over what Mars represents in a natal chart and how it expresses its energy in the 3D. And so if you are new to me, to the channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is Kay Catrice. I am the Natal Chart Navigator, and I teach open-minded, ambitious, beautiful inside and out professional women how to get in sync with their natal charts so that they can prosper in all areas of their lives. And so jumping right into it, talking about Mars, okay? And so Mars in the natal chart represents your action and your willpower, okay? It is the lesser malefic, meaning that it can cause some unfavorable conditions. All planets can, but this one can be more malefic than the others. Saturn is the other malefic. It is the greater malefic, and so I'll discuss Saturn in another video. And so Mars also represents muscle strength, physical activity, and your physical energy. Anger, irritation, aggression, and war and violence, okay? And if you see me kind of looking to the side, I have my notes because I want to stay on point, because I'll like be all over the place, and I want to keep this as precise and to the topic as possible, okay? And so now Mars also rules sharp instruments, things like knives, weapons, especially guns, okay? Mars surgeons are ruled by Mars, as are warriors. Athletes also have an association with Mars due to the connection with muscles and physical activity, okay? Now afflictions to Mars can cause issues with your willpower, decision making, sexuality, anger, violence, even chronic and acute health conditions, or major or minor accidents, okay? And so an affliction to Mars would be like, Mars in an energy where it doesn't operate as fully as it can. It might be in an energy that is contradictory to its own energy, and so it may not operate as properly, okay? Or if it is in connection with a planet that it may not, those energies may be totally opposite, and so that can cause an affliction to how Mars acts in the 3D as well, okay? That's what that means. And so your Mars placement shows what motivates you to take action, what you are passionate about, and how you go about taking action. It also shows how you express or do not express anger. And so when the energy of Mars isn't activated within you, you may fall into a deep depressed mood. You just maybe feeling super bored, depleted, or lacking motivation. Now, it takes Mars about 2 years to go through all 12 signs, okay? So it spends about a month and a half in each sign, okay? And so Mars is also, it's a planet of aggression, assertiveness, forceful, energetic, courageous. It's also very competitive, okay? Very daring. If you know anybody who has Aries energy, right? Because Aries, Mars is the ruler of Aries, okay? And so people who have Aries energy, especially like Aries suns, Aries moon, Aries rising, Aries Mars, those people are very they're quick to take action. They may not think it all the way through. They're very impulsive. And all of that is that Mars energy, okay? Especially if you have somebody who have the Mars in Aries. Oh man, that's such a impulsive person. I know people with that, and I'll just be like, whoa, slow down, partner. All right, and so your Mars energy is the energy that you tap into to keep you going, to keep you being progressive even when things get rough. Okay, and so if you get to a point to where you just can't keep going and you can't tap into your Mars energy, or your Mars energy is just, your Mars is in an energy that isn't favorable, you may have to, work a little harder to tap into your Mars energy. Okay. Now, if your Mars is in an energy, if your Mars is too energetic, okay, emotional outbursts can happen. So, if you aren't actively, getting out your frustration and your aggression in healthy ways, you could take it out on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's built up, and Mars energy has to be expressed. It's not an energy that can stay pent up, because once it explodes, it really explodes. And so you definitely want to tap into your Mars energy, learn your Mars energy, so you know how you deal with aggression and anger and frustration. Okay. And so now Mars is at home in the sign of Aries, and it's also at home in the sign of Scorpio. Okay. Now Scorpio is co-ruled by Pluto, but Mars is the traditional ruler. Okay. And then it is in detriment, meaning that it does not function, it does not have all the tools that it needs to function. Okay. It has some of them, but not all of them. Okay. And so it would be in Libra, okay, and then in Taurus, which is the opposite energy of Scorpio, and then Libra is the opposite energy of Aries. Okay. And now it's exalted in the sign of Capricorn. Okay, and so exaltation means that it has an abundance of tools. It has more than what it needs, even when it's at home. And so it's exalted in the sign of Capricorn, and then in the sign of Cancer, it's at fall. And fall means that it has to really struggle to express itself, to work in that energy. And so it's at fall in the sign of Cancer. Okay. And so that's it for the sign of Mars. Okay. And so if you have any questions, put them in the comments and let me know. Where is your Mars? If you have pulled up your chart, and do you know where your Mars, what your Mars sign is? You can put it in I'll put a pinned comment, and you guys can comment there under the pinned comment. Now, if you have not gotten the framework, okay, the framework, and I know right now it says divorced on it, but that's going to be changing because I'm going in a different direction with my content. And so, but the information in there is still the same, okay? If you have not gotten your copy, your free copy of the framework, you definitely want to go ahead and get that. So, because I teach from the framework, and so learning your Mars, your natal placements, all of that is covered in the first chapter of the framework. And so you definitely want to get that. It's absolutely free. The link will be in the description for you to do that. If you want to book a reading with me, 20-minute energy audits are live recorded readings. They are live with me, but as we're live, I'm recording the reading. And so you can grab that. Also at the it's on my link tree, all my services and everything. The free ebook is all on my link tree. And if you want to do an actual natal chart reading with me, those are recorded, 7-day turnaround. And you do get a 1-hour Q&A session with me, and you also get your life path interpretation. Okay. And so remember, and you know what, we're going to make our mantra, we're going to personalize our mantra. Okay. And so remember, possibilities are endless. If I can see it in my mind, then I can definitely hold it in my hand. And that makes me smile, because I really do create my own reality. Have a good one.